Hello everybody, you join us on our daily dog walk. We're back in lockdown.
Again.
I think everybody's saying that, aren't we? Anyway, what it means for us, the local police constable was on our telly the other day, and we've got our local paper telling us stay at home, stay safe and save lives.
Yeah, so we're on our daily dog walk today, and we thought we'd just take this opportunity to have a little chat really, and sort of let you know what our plans are for the next few weeks with videos and just a general catch up really.
And give you some reassurance that we'll still be around giving you some videos and entertainment every week. First thing I wanted to say was that we let you know last week our little doggy he's not been majorly poorly, he's just had an ear infection, he's been vomiting a bit, took him to the vets, he's so much better now, but we wanted a big thank you for all your lovely comments and well wishes.
It's really kind of you, yeah, we did read them all to him.
He says woof.
Yeah.
So we've noticed recently there's several programmes on Cornwall.
Yeah, you did let us know in your comments as well, but yeah, there's lots of programmes on Cornwall and also Devon at the moment on the TV, so if you're looking for something to entertain you, what did we watch this week?
We watched Julia Bradbury walking around Land's End area, Porthcurno, that sort of thing. She went up to the funnel at Porthgwara.
You've got a blowhole that plummets all the way down to the sea. I mean, it's properly scary and steep.
Tony Plant creates breathtaking scenes on beaches and landscapes, and he works with nature, using nothing more than a simple rake.
I got a rake like that in our garage. Yeah. Next time we go out, I'll put that rake in the rucksack. Yeah. I'll fit it in next to the drone.
We've also noticed that Rick Stein's got a show on at the moment. Rick Stein's Cornwall.
Yes.
Celebrity chef, isn't he?
Yeah, and we watched Susan Calman down here too. So obviously a popular destination at the moment.
Yeah, I think hers is called A Grand Day Out.
But what I absolutely loved was that in the comments you were saying, you're just as good or you're better, so keep it up, it's lovely. And do you remember we caught that Simon Reeves Cornwall?
That was on before
back
Christmas,
October,
wasn't
November,
it?
wasn't it?
If you can find a copy of that to watch, that's really worth watching. I think
Yeah.
it's 2 episodes.
His approach isn't quite as fluffy and as Disney. He's kind of gone for the nitty-gritty about Cornwall and what it's like for young people to grow up in Cornwall. I think he portrayed it quite well.
I think it's pretty fair, to be honest with you, yeah.
Yeah, a more balanced view, shall we say.
And if you can watch the food bank scene without welling up,
then you haven't got heart. I was in tears, wasn't I?
In fact, the gentleman that runs that, he had so much feedback from that programme.
Huge donations as well.
He's been able to sort of set it up for the next 3 or 4 years, I think, so it's been fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So well done, Simon Reeve, for portraying not only a good documentary about Cornwall, but helping out a worthwhile cause.
Yeah, and there's also a programme about Cornish fishing on at the moment called Cornwall A Fishing Life, which is a repeat, which is really good.
Yeah, but that's a repeat. We're all new.
And
we're all new stuff.
And not Cornwall, but if you're into your walking, there is a programme, it's on BBC 4 at the moment, it's called Winter Walks.
Oh, I think you watched it. I didn't watch that, did I?
Yeah, I watched that the other night. It's pretty good.
Oh, right, okay. Well, there you go. There's a
recommendations.
bundle of entertainment for you. But don't forget to watch Cornish Walking Trails too. Sandra, I noticed there's a lovely chimney behind you.
Yeah, so we're in a little place called Poldark Valley today, which is just outside of Truro.
Yeah.
So it's a nice place to come and walk the dog. There's lots of old sort of Cornish mine engine history here. It's actually on the trail which goes all the way down to Devon. So plenty of walks from this area, so it's a nice place to come and visit. We've made some videos down here before which are on our channel, so you might find them.
Our lovely little doggy gets his freedom. No lead. He loves that. It's quite a desolate, lunar type landscape up here. And the mine buildings, although they're slowly decaying, they seem to be quite stable in their ruination. So at what point do they kind of stop falling apart?
Well, I think as long as it's sympathetically maintained.
Yeah, I guess that's the key, isn't it?
Yeah, then it will keep like this for many, many years, I would have thought. And ultimately, you're just going to end up with a pile of rubble, I suppose, aren't you? But,
yes, yeah. At the moment you can still make out that the buildings were here. There's roof lines, isn't there? There's doorways.
The footprints of the buildings are still here, isn't it? And you know, it doesn't take a lot to imagine what this used to be like.
What have you got there then,
This is
Andrew?
our local newspaper of West Britain, good old West Britain, been going donkey's years. So here we are, lockdown returns as COVID-19 cases soar. Cornwall shuts down again after cases of deadly coronavirus rise 1,400% in just 3 weeks. We've gone from tier 1
On
just
Christmas
before
Day.
Christmas. We're now tier 4, well, it's national lockdown again now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what does that mean, Sarah? I
Wow.
get confused.
Don't we all? I'm going to do something clever here now.
Hey.
Yeah, so it basically means at the moment the rules are that we're allowed to travel a short distance from your home for exercise, daily exercise. So
We're allowed to go to the shops, well, shops that are still
essential
open,
trips,
isn't it?
yeah, medicines, shopping, working from home unless you have to go to work, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're still working.
Yeah.
So as that newspaper has stated, 1,400% rise in cases, and that is in a really short time down here.
We did watch the local news on Friday night, and
Yeah.
we've probably got a clip of it actually, but they were interviewing the chief inspector, and this is what he said.
Yes.
So tonight's the last night, please, Spotlight viewers. Essential means essential. If you have to do it, of course, please go about it. But if not, please regulate yourself. 1,000 people a day are dying. This is serious. Again, you know what to do. Please do it.
I don't think he'll like you, Andrew. I think you might have demoted him. I thought he was the chief constable.
Well, it's a top bloke.
Yeah, he's top bod in the Devon and Cornwall Police.
Sean Sawyer, I think he's called.
But we're going to do as he's told us, and we're going to stay safe. How does that impact us on the channel? Well, we're all right for a week or two, aren't we?
We've got at least 2 videos which are already filmed, which
Yes.
we can probably explain.
Yes. We've got a video around Wheel Peaver in the frost. It's beautiful, and I made a commission piece for the sea glass textile work at Port Isaac. So those 2 are ready, filmed and ready to go. And I think we should be able to get a virtual walk in on our daily dog walk.
Yeah, they've proved quite popular actually, haven't we? We've had a lot of people saying that in lockdown they haven't been able to get out, so
Yes.
being able to exercise at home and look at some pretty images of Cornwall has helped them.
Yeah.
And we've had people from overseas that have been doing it as well and letting us know, so we've got a whole playlist on the channel of virtual walks, different lengths of time, different places to enjoy.
And with us being in tier 4, the country being in tier 4 shutdown, of course the gyms are now shut, so you might want to be doing this at home on a treadmill, on your exercise bike.
Yeah, let's keep everybody fit.
Yeah, let's get going. Work off that Christmas turkey. We're not doing much of that.
We
Come
aren't
on.
at the moment, are we?
No, it's a bit of a muddy bit up here, so I think I might just put the camera down.
You can go first. Nice.
So we have been kind of hoping that we would still be able to get out, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, if we are allowed out and we can be safe, we will still bring you walks from Cornwall, but the rules seem to change quite quickly. And you might be watching this video now and the rules have changed again. So they might say to us, well, you just need to stay at home and literally, you know, do your dog walk or your exercise
From home.
from home.
Because that's the Welsh rule, isn't it? No,
Yeah.
in Wales they say that your daily exercise has to start from home and end up at home.
And it's exactly what we worked with back in the first lockdown.
Yeah.
But in the second lockdown, which happened around October, November time,
It was all a bit loose.
it was all a bit loose, wasn't it? So we're not quite unsure where we are with everything at the
Yeah.
moment. So it may well be that we just cannot get out and film walks in Cornwall. And if that's the case, there's a backup plan.
Yeah, there is. The backup plan is there's 2 videos that never went out. There's one about Jamaica Inn. We visited Jamaica Inn just before the March lockdown, didn't we? And we
Yeah.
didn't think it was fair to put a video out about Jamaica Inn when nobody could go there and the business couldn't really benefit, and it all felt a bit wrong to do that. However, I think we could probably revisit that footage.
Yeah, and if
look.
you don't know, Jamaica Inn is famous as being a smuggler's pub up on Bodmin Moor.
Yeah, and it has a Daphne du Maurier museum. We also went to Altanan, where the vicar in the story of Jamaica Inn lived. So we've got all the footage, it just needs to be put together, really.
Yeah.
And the other thing,
Right.
if anybody's been watching the channel for the last year or so, you'd have seen it in lockdown. We started a landscaping project, and we have got all the footage of that as well. So I might revisit that. I'm not sure if there's a video in that. If there is, then you can certainly see how our progress was and the result from all our hard work.
Oh yeah, did that last time, didn't we?
Yeah, you were out with your pasty harvest.
I was. So I'm creating a space for my pasty harvest.
Just looking at my crib sheet here a minute.
There is another video,
Yeah.
the one that you're not allowed to talk about. Do you know which one I mean?
I do.
I'll let you explain it.
You know, on our channel that we have explored and found various Poldark locations throughout Cornwall. There was one gaping hole in that, and it was finding Nampara.
It was the farmhouse of
Yeah.
Ross Poldark in the production, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we did find it, and we made a video. We made an entire video
Which we never published.
for a very good reason. We came back and we looked at the map, and we discovered that we think we might have been trespassing. So, yeah, it never went out, but we did find Nampara.
I can see it!
Oh, how exciting!
Yeah, and the last thing we want to do is encourage you lot to go off and find it and get trespassing yourself, because we're not into that sort of thing.
So if you do go up there and you do discover it, it's nothing to do with us.
we did leave it exactly as we found it, and we did close all the gates, and we did tidy up after ourselves, and we were really, really good.
Oh, brilliant.
You can't show that now though, can you?
No,
No.
I'm not showing any clips
You're not
of that,
putting any
no.
clips of that in, are you? 'Cause
No.
that might get us in trouble, and you certainly can't tell them how to do it.
No, no cows.
No.
So I'm giving those cows, that herd, a nice wide berth.
No.
No rain.
No.
No abandoned buildings.
No, or quarries.
Yeah.
Yeah, well don't show it.
I think this is the best shot I'm going to get. And do you know what? I'm really happy with that. We're only a couple hundred yards away. Magic. And I don't know if you noticed, we've got some new titles. And if you didn't notice, why not? Go back and have a look.
During the first lockdown last year, I actually came up with an A to Z playlist on the YouTube channel. So it was an A to Z of Cornwall, effectively. And it was to give you 26 videos related to Cornwall, very loosely based on the alphabet. So I'm going to update that. So if you want to come across and have a look, check out the playlist, A to Z playlist of Cornwall.
What have you got for X, Andrew?
X, I got something exceptional.
What have you got for Z, Andrew?
Zenner.
What about Y?
Can't remember, I'll have to go and have a look.
Stumped.
So Sarah, have you got other ideas of videos we can do whilst we're in lockdown?
Yeah, I think our pasty video was really well received. Just a traditional Cornish pasty recipe handed down through my family, and we just kind of put it together in the kitchen. I'm a bit of a casual cook. However, since then I had a chat with my mum, and she's given me my great-grand's book. Now this is from 1930, and it is a collection of recipes from the WI at that time. So all of the WI in Cornwall brought their recipes together and put it into this book. The thing that we were promising we would make was a Cornish cream tea. And our American viewers frightened the life out of us by saying, "Oh, you're going to make clotted cream then?" Well, let me read you a passage as to why I think it probably wouldn't work. So in this book, we have a recipe for cream, clotted cream. And it says, use new milk and strain at once as soon as milked into shallow pans. Let it stand for 24 hours in winter and 12 hours in summer. Then put the pan on the stove. My point is that that is unpasteurised milk, and quite happy to give that recipe a go, but sourcing unpasteurised milk might be a problem, so we might have to use the stuff you buy in the shops, and it might not work. So we'll see. I'm willing to give it a go.
But we're going to bake some homemade scones.
Yes, Andrew's brilliant at scones. He does them all the time, and they're huge, and he eats them all in one sitting, and you look at him and you think, how are you so skinny still? It's not fair. But yeah, so Andrew will show you how he bakes some scones.
And I might just introduce you to something called Thunder and Lightning.
Oh yeah. And if you don't know what that is, only a Cornishman would know what that is, isn't it? This book is absolute goldmine for Cornish quotes. One of them I can think off the top of my head. Some are wise, some are otherwise. I love that one. But this is my favourite. They're all written along the bottom of the pages here. And this one, like Jan Tresize's geese, never happy unless they be where they bain't. Do you know what that means? Do you? In the comments if you know what that means. In answer, like Jan Tresize's geese, never happy unless they be where they bain't.
Get on. If we do find ourselves completely locked down, Sarah, and we can't get out,
Yeah.
I have got a plan for a video.
Have you?
Yeah, it's
What is
all
it?
about my favourite books.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah,
So-
you've got lots of them.
Yeah, in our Q&A video that we did, you know, we said we've got over 100 books just based on Cornwall, and you know, we've got about 30 to 40 odd walk books as well. But I thought I could show you some of my favourite books. And this book I had for Christmas, and it's actually my favourite Christmas present. Much better than a pair of socks. It is from 1861, and it's called Rambles Beyond Railways by Wilkie Collins. Now, Wilkie Collins was a good friend of Charles Dickens, and he came to Cornwall, and he spent a summer in Cornwall, just walking around Cornwall, and he did it before the railway network got here. So he wrote this book in 1851. I think the edition we've got was done 10 years later, and it was a slightly updated version. But he started his journey off in Looe, and he walked all the way down, ended up in Land's End, and then came back up the north coast. But there's some fabulous stuff in here. So I think we should definitely go through some books. Can I just read you one little piece about Helston?
Do you want me to hold the book over here?
Yeah, I haven't got my glasses on, so this could be terribly wrong. I might have to paraphrase a lot. So this is about Helston, okay? He's put, in short, the town has nothing to offer to attract a stranger, but a public festival, a sort of barbarous carnival held there annually on the 8th of May.
He's talking about Florida.
Yeah, this festival is said to be the very ancient... Sorry,
And if you're struggling, you can read it at home.
I've got my glasses on.
It's so funny. Age, it's a nuisance, isn't it?
I might read that at home.
And finally, before we head off home, I need a dog.
Well, it's very convenient because we do have a dog.
There. Oh, dog! Oi, oi, oi. Hello. Hello, baby. Essa. Essa.
What are you doing?
Essa.
What's that mean? What's that?
Essa. It's Cornish.
Okay.
Look, what I had for Christmas.
Teach your dog Cornish.
Yeah. So,
Teach your dog Cornish. He said teach your dog Cornish.
perhaps that's why you didn't understand
Right, let's
me.
try it again then.
Come here, boy. Come here. Essa. Essa. Come on. Essa. Oh, good boy.
It works.
Our dog's Cornish. Yeah. Essa. Oh, good boy. Yeah. So it's really cute. Sit. And that's the Cornish, and then they give you some idea of how to say it. As in met, and as in this. So Eseth.
Oh my god. You think it's a whole video in this?
No.
I wouldn't watch it.
This is just for your entertainment now. I'll find another good one before we go home. Oh, lie down. Oh, he can't do that anyway. We never trained him to do that, did we? He's quite happy.
And this is all about teaching your dog, is it?
Well, I might teach you.
Alright. I'll do anything for a treat.
Just to let you know that we're compiling a review video a little bit late. They usually go out at the end of the year, don't they, to
Yeah,
celebrate the
it's
previous year.
Review of 2020 on CWT.
Yeah, we had quite a year, so we're putting that together now, and hopefully that'll be out directly.
As they say.
I don't know if directly's in that book.
Teasy's in there, isn't it?
So from here at CWT, we're going to sign off now and say goodbye, stay safe and stay well.
So what did you get for Christmas then? Well, I had a few books. I love my books, I must admit, and this one is probably my favourite one, and I'm thinking of possibly doing a video. So let's do it again because you called Hannah. So what did you get for Christmas? Hopefully it was more than just a pair of socks from
with a hole in.
Hang on. So what did you get for Christmas? Anything good? Well, this is my favourite Christmas present. Better than socks.
Here, Andrew, we're getting some outtakes here.
Eh? No, hang on. I don't know what I'm going to say. Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah,
turn it off. You're getting teasy now.
Turn it off. If we are in lockdown, Sarah, and we're not allowed out, I have got an idea for video.
Okay.
And it's about books.
Right. Any in particular?
Oh.
Let's get a photo of the face a minute. Look, this is Andrew when he can't get his words out.
No.